Focus on the outside of the ring.
David
Francisco just having work for everybody there.
And they're looking at me like it's a problem that they got eliminated. Why are they coming for me and getting angry at me over the fact that I eliminated them from the Rumble? Did I do anything wrong? I threw both of them over the top rope and both their feet touched the floor. That's the rules. It's the rules of the match. What are you angry at me about? Oskar has sure been told, as building up to this Revolution Rumble, and throughout this entire time training to be a professional wrestler, has, I'm sure, been told, hey, you're a big guy, so like situations like this are the ones that you'll be adventurous of. I am sure that he was full of it coming out to the Revolution Rumble, right? Oh, look at me, I'm the biggest guy, I'm the tallest guy in this match, so I'm gonna be able to just eliminate everybody. And sure, he'll be able to just like grab people and throw easier than everyone else, right? But let's talk about science for a little bit. You see this here? This is the ropes. This is the hips of JJ. And between the hips and the belly button here is where your center of gravity is. This right here is Oskar Leube. His center of gravity is higher than other people. So it's closer to the top rope. The closer your center of gravity is to the ropes, the easier it is for you to be tipped over the ropes and being thrown out. I am sorry that people have lied to Oskar Leube his entire life. I am sorry that Oskar has constantly been told that he would have an advantage in a match like this. Truth is, he does not, because his center of gravity is higher than all his opponents. So it's easier for someone who understands physics and how things work in a professional wrestling match to grab his feet and top him over the top rope and get him out. And I do not understand to this day, why is it that Oskar Leube is annoyed at me for eliminating him from the Rumble? Because what I did to him is the exact same thing that JJ Gill did to me, and I don't see him annoyed at JJ Gill for eliminating me from the Rumble. What's his problem with me? Oskar Leube, what is your problem with me? Oh, we're gonna come back to it actually, because he clearly has a problem with me. Why would Oskar be mad at JJ for eliminating me? I know, why would he, right? Because what JJ did to me is the same thing that I did to him. Explain to me, and you can see it right here on camera, why is it that Oskar Leube is looking at me very angry? Okay, here's what I'm talking about. Oskar Leube's center of gravity is aligned with the top rope. It's easy to topple him off the top rope and into the floor. He doesn't have an advantage. It's easy to eliminate people like Oskar Leube from the ring, right? If you understand how this works. I want you to look. I want you to tell me what I did wrong. Chat, you're here right now. What did I do wrong?
Oh, David Francisco! David Francisco just dumped Oskar and DeVecchio.
What did I do wrong? Can someone tell me what I did wrong? That was just a perfect chance that I saw there, and I took it. I took it because I'm trying to win a match. What a novel concept. I'm trying to win a professional wrestling match. So he decides to square up to me, so I remind him.
Focus on the outside of the ring.
Here. I was the face that eliminated you.
Some people in RevPro think they can congratulate themselves for being a contender. I don't think so. This is earned. This is an honor, and you have to go out in an honorable way.
You just wrestled Joshua James. You have decided you're going to give him such a big endorsement that you grab the microphone and you take a couple of minutes out of the show to give your endorsement to Joshua James, and you just cannot help but talk about me instead of talking about Joshua James. When I saw this was when I realized that this might be why Oskar Leube is a little bit angry at me after the Revolution Rumble, is the fact that he got eliminated by me. And he's going to be the one that's going to come out here and say that it's the fact that I went out there, despite being a contender, I was not presenting myself as a contender. As he said here, I graduated myself, and I cannot do that because graduations have to be earned. He may say this is why that happens, but the reason why he's actually angry, Oskar, the reason why you're angry, Mr. Leube, is that you just don't like the fact that I did what you didn't have the courage to do. Come on, you were not hired to be trained as a professional wrestler from scratch there. You started in Germany, and you had to take 2 steps back to go and be a young lion. How many times throughout that entire time you were at the dojo did you not think, what am I doing? Why am I not just dropping these restrictions that are being put on me? Why don't I just go out there and be who I know inside deep me I know I am. Why don't I just go out there in Korakuen Hall and be the big schnitzel? But you decided not to. You decided to wait until it was your turn. And I'm like, wonderful, cool, wonderful, great. You waited until it was your turn. Good job, Oskar. You thought it was impossible. You thought that there would be severe consequences, that your career would be over. But then there I am doing the exact same thing that you probably thought and wanted to do yourself in front of you. And the first thing I do when I do that is grab you by the feet and throw you over the top rope. And that's what makes you mad. It's the fact that I did what you didn't have the courage to do. Admit it. And now you want to come in here talk about honor and earning it. Being honorable is subjective, as we can talk about when it comes to Samuels in a second. But to say that I haven't earned going out there in the biggest stage that I've been and presenting myself as what I truly am, as opposed to carrying on the restrictions that are being put on me, and I am making my name in a way at your expense, that makes you angry. That's what it is, isn't it, Oskar? That's what it is. You're trying to give Joshua James a big moment, and actually what's happening is that you're talking about me. Here we are again. People just can't keep my name out of their mouths, can they?
You, in my respect, you are not a contender anymore.
The idea that Joshua James earned this moment, but somehow I didn't. What is the difference? Is the difference the fact that someone went on a microphone and shook his hand? What's professional wrestling about? Isn't wrestling about winning and losing? Or is it a popularity contest? I didn't know it was a popularity contest because, trust me, I would have done something very different in the 2.5 years I was a RevPro contender. I would go out there to backstage and try to be buddy-buddy with other people there so that at some point one of them would be moved and touched to grab the microphone and say that it was time for me to graduate. I would do that. Gladly. Happily. I'm learning this now. It's a popularity contest. I'm sorry that I didn't act in a way that would get Oskar Leube to shake my hand and say that to him. I'm not a contender anymore. Why does his opinion matter? Am I trying to impress Oskar Leube now? Is that what being a contender is all about?
And you heard almost that subtle dig towards David Francisco there, didn't you?
Yes.
I know you don't agree with it, but David Francisco graduated himself.
Joshua James is in the middle of the ring, getting the biggest endorsement he had in his life, and all you can hear is people talking about me. Come on! Tell me that I didn't do the right choice. I keep being justified more and more and more. You people just can't help talk about me when there's other people in the ring. I know you can't help it. I know it's really hard. I get it. But please don't say that that's not happening. Please be honest with yourselves and see that this is exactly what's happening here. This is a week after the Revolution Rumble. 1 week, 6 days before this match happening here, I said to everyone that I wanted to make myself the centerpiece of Revolution Pro Wrestling. Tell me that's not happening. Tell me that's not happening.